Bruins Benders post game on YouTube, presented by the Inside the Rink Podcast Network through InsideTheRink.com. Subscribe now, hit the thumbs up, jump into the chat. We'll get your comment on for Benders Banter later in the show, presented by Evolve ABA. It's Matty and Smitty, 3 up, 3 down later. Tell us your sips. The Bruins get just their second road win of the season after dropping 4 straight on the road, 4-3 in the shootout. Looked pretty good from the start, then got a little bit wide open, a little sloppy at times, didn't get great goaltending at times. But again, this team, plucky little bunch, gonna make me love them, and I hate myself for it.
Scrappy little crew, scrappy little bunch. Although I don't know if I'd call Zadorov little. He might fucking cross-check me in the face. And that was nice to see too. Not necessarily that he cross-checked Schaefer in the face, but that he cross-checked Schaefer in the face. That was nice to see.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some Bruins players have gotten some runs taken at them. Pasta's been hit hard numerous times this year. Geekie was hit hard. Obviously, they didn't like the hit on Lindholm at center ice, even though there was really nothing to that, I didn't think. But it's time that the Bruins played with a little more edge like this. Like you're going to go after our star players. We're going to go after your star players. And that 18-year-old kid is a fucking wizard. He is going to be sensational.
He's good. Yeah.
And he's one of their best players. So if he's going to come in and snap his head back like he's been in the league fucking 10 years, he deserves a cross check in the face. Like, stop doing that, fucking punk. Stop it. And that set it off. And then from that point on, little fireworks, little scrumming, getting after it. And, the game kind of had some more juice. It was kind of a boring game before that, Bruins playing a pretty good road period. The Islanders can't do shit. Neither team's good 5-on-5, really. So it was boring. And then, the fireworks busted off there. And then we started going up and down, getting after it a little bit.
Yeah, it was a snooze fest for a while, but that's what the Bruins kind of need. And, especially on the road, it's scoreless. They have like a 7-3 shot lead. They actually kept them shotless for like 15 minutes until Johnny Beecher decided to say, you know what? Let's let all the shots rain. Let's do it. I mean, there were a couple of times that line, and we'll talk about that line a little bit later, but that line like legitimately caused the only pressure the Islanders had for a while was that friggin' line with Kuraly and Beecher. And it was just, look, I don't know how long we're going to go on this Beecher thing. It's just not working. It's not there. We kind of even forecasted that it's not there just by looking at his history. Like, it's just not there. So, the speed, the face-offs, or whatever, that doesn't trump the fact that it's just not there.
Yeah, I looked it up. You know how many face-offs Beachman took tonight?
How many?
0.
Yeah, so the face-off thing doesn't. So why is he playing?
None's.
He's not even the center.
None face-offs.
He sucks at wing.
Yeah,
like why is he even playing?
He sucks at all of it, and so did Sean Kuraly, who's the center. He sucks at all of it too. Sean Kuraly on the dot today was 5-4, so good for Shauno.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
I just thought that they were hemmed in a lot. Kuraly doesn't have a lot of wheels left. I mean, I think he's kind of washed.
I think he is washed. Yeah,
they like him because he's a veteran, and they have this confidence in veterans, even though they fuck it up all over the place. They can still get all sorts of chances. But it was really the second line that's been pretty good. Yeah, it's turning into a pretty good NHL second line for them. How long it'll last, I don't know. Zacha's been playing well. Middlestat has been playing well since scratched. Arvidsson has 4 goals in his last 6. Like, that's a decent second line now.
It is a decent second line. They've been playing well. They have been. I mean, I don't feel the Arvidsson stats shocked the shit out of me, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Like, it didn't feel like he had 4 goals in his last 6, but here we are. It's probably because they go on in off of everyone's ass, or everyone else puts the puck in the net. Like, it's off the goalie, it's off someone's skate. Like, when is the last time he's had a clean shot like into the net? It doesn't feel like that happens with him ever. He shoots like an 8-year-old peewee. He hits like 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like if Geekie has a 100-mile-per-hour shot, he's like the complete opposite of that. Did you see that one time where he took? It was like slow motion knuckleball, half hit it. Like, Jesus, man.
I don't know. He whiffs on a lot of that stuff,
He
like
does.
one-timers and like just like a chance to just grip it and rip it. Like a lot of it's just sort of like, uneven. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not smooth. Let's call it that. It's not smooth.
Well, his whole game, I don't think is smooth. It's kind of herky jerky.
It's kind of all over the place. He looks like Sergei Samsonov without any talent. Like he looks like just like he's hunched over.
Yeah.
He's constantly like moving, but not necessarily in a fluid motion.
Yeah, he's kind of flying around all over the place. Like he plays hard in people's ways, though. Yeah. He does. He kind of gets in the way. Like, I don't even know if he means to sometimes.
Yeah, right.
He's just kind of fucking flying around doing dumb shit, and he gets in the way, and a puck hits him. And then all of a sudden,
times tonight, he made some good defensive plays.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure he was aware. Like, it was just, he was kind of there.
Yeah.
And he was in the right spot. Like, okay.
Well, I'll take that. I'll take being in the right spot over, John Beecher coasting back on. Look, it could have been a 3-on-3. Easily.
Yeah.
And the guy is slightly ahead of him, a stride or two. Like, it wouldn't even have taken much. And maybe his stick could have gotten in the lane. I don't know. But he just glides back. Then the defense has to play it as a 3-on-2. They get their first shot was a fucking tester, low blocker, which we know Swayman has a problem with. And then they fucking hemmed in for 40 seconds because he has his head up his ass. Like, you can't have that from guys without a speck of offensive ability. Like, the least you can fucking do is back check. That's the least you can do.
I mean, what's his elite skill?
You're
Skating.
barely on the fucking team. Like, that's the least you can do is back check.
Right. He's fighting for
fuck's sake. You've been scratched before, dude. Like, your days are numbered. The least you can fucking do is try hard on the back check. If you're not going to score, and Lord knows you can't score, the least you can do is fucking back check.
I mean, what else you bringing? You're not taking face-offs. And if your elite skill is skating fast, then skate fast back into the play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm asking, I mean be out there for your 10 or 12 minutes and just don't fuck it up. Like, you're not going to give us anything. Just don't screw it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to say about Lohrei forever. Like, if you're going to be out there, just don't fucking lose. Don't lose a shift.
Don't lose a shift.
You don't have to score every time. Just don't lose a shift.
They lost a couple tonight. Like, they lost a couple tonight.
Yeah, they did.
And Bo Horvat, who's becoming a Bruins killer, boy, that was close on that shootout. It was blocker side, which everybody, I mean, if we know it, then NHL teams know it. Yeah. So he went blocker side and rings the post, and wow, that was close.
Beat him clean.
Beat him clean. Clean as a whistle. Clean. And there was a couple that the first and third goals Swayman should have had, or if you make an 8-2-5, you should have. And you said it in the text, like you were like, or someone said it in the text, like, made some good saves, but let in a couple of ones that you need. Well, that's an average goaltender.
Yeah, that was me. He did.
That's not an elite goaltender.
No, he made some good saves, but at the times, like the timely saves, didn't make those.
No. Like
you can't give that goal up to go down 1-0. You can't. Like, you have to have that one. I don't care if there was a little bit of traffic. You can't. The guy spun around from fucking 45 feet away and takes a fucking wrist shot with, I guess a screen. Not really. If you watched it from the back angle, I don't think there was one. And he just got beat. Like, he was fucking daydreaming or something.
Right.
So,
yeah. Right. Yeah. I want to touch on the thing about Zadorov. There's some talk on X about how it's a dumb penalty and this and that and the other thing. If you remember back a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, they had a really good season. Frederick, I think it was Nashville. There was some run at Bergeron. I think it was at Nashville. And Frederick goes in and does Frederick things, like always picks the wrong spot and everything. Well, he got like chastised for trying to at least answer to it. Yeah. And for couple of years anyway, the Bruins haven't really answered to their elite players or their top players getting run. So Geekie gets kind of run at the blue line. It's a clean hit. It's a good hit, but
yeah, it was a good hit.
You got to kind of stand up to it. So Zadorov is willing to do that. He doesn't give a shit how many penalties he takes. obviously. So, and it kind of works because he gets the 6 minutes or whatever. They kill it off. They score a goal.
Yep.
And it's tied after that. And it kind of ramps up the game, ramps up the team a little.
Yes.
And
100%.
Could be one of the reasons why they actually win the game in the end is because he does that. So I am okay with it. Yeah. Can you say it's a dumb penalty? Yeah, I guess you can't cross-check a guy in the face while he's on his knees. Yeah, sure. But if he's being a vagina, then yeah, you give him a little, especially a guy like that. Welcome to the league. You know what I mean? Like, just give you a little two-handed to the face. Absolutely. Well, and I like that about Zadorov, like, because he doesn't care. Like, he's a borderline murderer out there. Yeah. So he doesn't care. Like, he has the look, he has the feel, he has that Russian, like, I will break you thing. Yes. The whole thing. And I love it.
Yeah. What's not to love? I mean, that's why we brought the fucking guy here in the first place. Yes. If he's not going to do that shit, he's
not very good.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, the intimidation factor is big. Like, everyone talks about Tom Wilson running around, taking suspensions, crushing guys, dirty, half dirty, whatever. But
you think about it every time you play him.
Every time when he's on the ice.
Right.
There's an intimidation factor that is real. So if Zadorov's gonna, cross-check a guy in the face, the next time Schaefer comes down the wing, he might think twice about it.
Yeah, it's something they haven't let people, play. It's almost like they want to. It's like the Neely thing. I want this, but we don't really want to give you the green light.
Yeah, I mean,
like the Garnet Hathaway thing. Like, you brought him in, he was basically rendered useless because you wouldn't let him do his thing.
Yeah, you neutered the guy. It drives me insane. It's like, we have to play this way. No one else in the league plays this way, but the Boston Bruins have to play this way. We have to be forthright and play the game fairly, and we're not going to take a cheap shot. And but they're getting sucker punched by Sam Bennett and get run by guys, and when nothing happens,
and probably losing because of it.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean? It's time. It's time to fucking stand up for that shit. And if you're borderline dirty, or if the other team is a little bit afraid of your defense, that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing at all. Connor, do you want to chime in?
You would have to think that it's kind of an organizational thing at this point, with all the players that you've mentioned, plus, the infamous Zach Ronaldo, who's brought into this organization. They were all but neutered, and none of them were suspended. None of them had very many, roughing or fighting penalties. And I would just assume that Cam Neely is sitting there and stroking himself off to the video of Sean Thornton jumping Brooks Orpik back in the day and giving him a concussion.
Yeah. I mean, look, they need this thing, and I'm glad that they have it from him, and I'm glad that Jeannot will jump in. I'm glad that Kastelic will. Like, they have enough guys now who will do this thing. Yeah. And I think that's necessary, especially in this team.
Yeah, you sold us on piss and vinegar, for fuck's sake.
I know.
Like, can you let the guys play with some?
Yeah.
Like, if that's going to be the MO, if that's going to be the team identity, if you finally found a fucking team identity and that's what it's going to be, let them play that way, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, that's very true. And just like Zach K says, let them be piss and vinegar, not just piss and piss. I mean, that's what you want. And that leads us right into Benders Banter, presented by Evolve ABA, which offers consulting services from a board-certified behavior analyst to adult day programs and residences, schools, and even businesses using the principles of applied behavior analysis. Evolve ABA is also pleased to offer staff training in collaboration with parents of children with autism and other special needs wishing to learn more about the science of applied behavior analysis. To learn more about Evolve ABA, call Sean Daly at 774-823-5016 or visit evolveaba.net. First one up tonight is Matthew Curtis. Aspero taking the body on Duclair and sitting him on the ice should be enough to keep him in another 3 games. I mean, look, is Lohrei going to play for a while?
Sturm said, and it didn't have anything to do with Lohrei. Sturm said that the unit that's in has been playing well, so they're going to keep playing. That's what's going to happen. So they won again tonight. So they're going to they're probably going to keep the same lineup. I mean, I would. They've won 4 in a row.
I would screw with it.
If you've learned anything about professional sports or sports in general, it's a superstitious group, generally speaking. Mm-hmm. And when you're on a streak, you don't fuck with the streak.
No.
So you don't fucking go shifting things around when you're winning. That's part of the reason Montgomery fucked it all when he brought Bergeron back into the thing.
Right. That's a very good point.
A few years back.
Yeah.
They were winning.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with it.
Right.
You were winning.
Yeah. Bringing a guy half injured, or a couple of guys, Krejci too. A couple of guys half injured.
They bring him in and, they lose.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, just don't leave the streak alone. Mm-hmm. Like, Lohrei can watch. He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fine. I mean, look, what has he done to really? We can bitch him on all he wants if he has. I don't know.
Maybe he has.
Maybe he has, and maybe that's why they finally sat him down and sat him a few games, because maybe, they really need to get it through his thick skull. I have no idea. I mean, he keeps doing the same stupid things over and over again, and I know he's been coached not to. I mean, you have to be a complete idiot not to coach him not to. So he's obviously not listening or not getting it or whatever. Hopefully, like we said before, I think it's the last straw. I think this is the test for him. Is he going to get it or not? So
yeah, I think it seems like, and we can knock on wood, but it seems like after his benching, Casey Middlestat has gotten it.
He has, yeah, and he's been fine since.
He's not going to score every night, but he had, I think he had an assist tonight or something.
And I've seen him use his body a little more and back check a little more ferociously and do all the little things and stick to details. I've seen it on the ice, so I see a difference in Middlestat. Geekie right now, I think, needs a little bit of a. He might need a little bit of a nut check time, because we talked about it. Like, he's going to go through a stretch where he doesn't score for 8 or 10 games. He's going to. He's not Mike Bossy. He's going to. So this could be it right here. And he had the terrible turnover for the goal. Awful. So, and he's trying to do something out of nothing. He's trying to be Pavel Bure going through the neutral zone. Like, just give it to the next guy and then skate hard to the net. Like, that's what you do. You don't dangle and try to go through people. And so, and he's had situations where he hasn't back checked and done those extra things. And so keep an eye on Geekie. Yeah, because when he's not scoring, I'm not sure what happens.
Yeah, he's a shooter. He shouldn't be trying to do the other shit. And just to follow up on Middlestat, he did have an assist, and he also had a hit tonight. So there you go. And he's showing some effort on the back checking in the corners as well.
Right.
So he has seemed to have learned his lesson, at least to this point.
Yeah, that's great.
And it would be good to see a guy like Lohrei learn that same lesson. Because he's valuable offensively.
Yeah.
If he plays, just adequate defense, he's valuable offensively, but you need adequate defense.
Well, like Connor said in our text chain, if they raise their value, keep raising it, baby.
Yeah.
Keep raising it. Arvidsson and Middlestat can get you whatever they can get you.
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Odyssey says, good follow-up on the Canes' performance. Same game plan, wear them down. Are low-rise days numbered? Well, we just discussed that. I don't really see Sturm putting him back if he gets this decor to play accordingly and winning. I would say it again, Odyssey. I don't think he's a good fit. I don't see him becoming a good fit unless he really brings an offensive game worth a damn. And I think he's got some skill offensively, but it's not enough for me to kind of, make it through the liabilities. Yeah, warrant you having to struggle through his liabilities defensively. I just don't think he plays the way they need to play and want to play. And I think now, and hey, when they drafted Lohrei and Poitras and all that, this is what I'm saying. I don't think they understood what their identity was at all. They tried to get these offensive players or whatever in the second round. Instead, they should have gotten a certain makeup. Now they've decided what that makeup is. Now these guys really don't fit.
Right.
So now what do you do? So you try to teach it to them. Well, that's a tough sell. Like, that's just like we said before about personality and stuff and what's in your belly and stuff. And I'm not sure he has that. So it really, we'll see how he reacts, because he'll get back in. But let's see how he reacts to that. And if it's still the same old stuff, I really believe they'll try to send him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not sure he plays a hard enough defensive game for their liking.
No, he doesn't. He had 9 hits in a season.
Yeah.
So Zadorov has that in his sleep. Like,
right.
It just doesn't. Zadorov with back-to-back big guy tax calls in games. I know. How about that tripping call? Frustrating if it's a general league approach to the physical side of the game. Middlestat looks more comfortable in the build-up in the D zone. He does, but that's a Zadorov penalty again. He's a penalty for being too strong, or just hitting a guy in an awkward way that he falls down like he got killed. Like it's just Zadorov being big and strong. I mean, it happened to Chara. I mean, it happens to guys. Chara.
Yeah,
it just that, but that was an egregious penalty. It's not tripping. He hit him like in the ass, and he fell down.
Yeah,
like it's just. Even when we get penalized for it, still early in the season, you want to start building that piss and vinegar identity. And yes, if that's who you're going to be, you're going to take penalties, and you're going to take some penalties that are also a little bit, extra naughty. They're a little bit like outside the rules.
Yeah, I'm fine with them taking outside the rules penalties because they've been for a long time a team that. Even when their stars got run, it was like, I'm going to ask this guy to fight instead of just jumping him. And the guy would turn the fight down. Like he would turn it down. Like the other night, they asked fucking Jordan Greenway instead of just jumping Jordan Greenway. Just jump the fucking guy. Jump him.
Right.
And start eating the bag out of him. And like, there you go. Like that's how you have to handle
take the extra 2. Fine.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how you have to handle it. And if you're going to, going through a losing streak, especially, like, galvanize the team behind something like that. So I don't have any problem with them doing that. They should be doing it more because people should be intimidated by you a little bit if that's going to be your identity, if that's going to be what you want to do defensively, if you're going to be a hard to play against team defensively, and that's what you're going to rely on. I think intimidation could help that.
I think so too, and I agree with you. Like, just be that, especially if your penalty kill's pretty good. Like if it's 85, 87, 88%, whatever it is, then take it. Yeah. On Saturday, Marchand scored Florida's opening goal and the game-winning goal in the shootout. Florida definitely owes Boston another first-round draft choice, says Michigan Mike. Look, I'm surprised. Like, I was a guy that said trade Marchand because I really didn't think after the hip surgeries and all that, and it really looked like he was slowing down a bit last year. Like, I was kind of on that thing, like, get what you can get. I didn't love the return, but I say go get what you can get. I'm really stunned at how he's playing, and he may be really good the next 4 or 5 years. He might. I don't know, but right now he's not slowing down. He's their best player.
Yeah. I feel like a giant weight was lifted off his shoulders, and we've talked about this before. Yeah. I don't think he was doing that here. I really don't.
No, I don't think so either.
Because he would be here, he would have the weight of that thing on him. Like there, he can just be an asshole. He can chirp people. He can do whatever he wants. He can play free. He doesn't have the Bruins brass saying, "No, Marshy, we don't want you to lick a guy. We don't want you to." They don't give a shit down there.
No, they don't.
They're like, just be you. And if you're a pain in the ass to play against, and you're gonna lick guys and fucking stick your finger in their face, and give them a fucking crotch shot every once in a while, like they don't give a shit.
No,
they don't. They want you to just play how you play, and they'll deal with the fucking consequences of it. And I think that's what Boston should be doing with some of the guys they've had here, but they don't. They fucking. No, that's not how the Bruins do things.
They neutered Marchand some.
They neutered Marchand. They neutered Frederick. After he fought Tom Wilson, he didn't fight for like a year and a half.
Yeah, right.
Because they were like, oh, no, that's not what we do. Well, I mean, that's what Freddie does. That's what he was fucking good at the time. He wasn't good at anything else.
Don't draft the guy.
I know. But he wasn't good at anything else, but he was good at that. Like he could fight people and he could fucking, hit a little bit.
Good.
He couldn't skate and he couldn't score back then, but that's what he could do. And then you just said, no, we don't want you to do that. And so he was useless. Instead of providing some value, he provided no value. Great.
And he's still providing no value with the Edmonton Oilers. He has a goal and no assists in 14 games. Jesus.
Yep.
Matthew Curtis, this definitely is not the Chris Kelly power play anymore. True. I mean, the power play is better.
It is.
And it's really significantly better because it was dog shit on a stick before.
Mhm.
But could it be better? Of course. But they could use better players on it.
Well, yeah,
But
that's what the
players
issue
they
is.
have now, I think they do a pretty good job. I think they do a decent job.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the issue is. There was plays that they made that if you have really good offensive players, they score those.
Oh yeah. I mean, they had two cross crease to Zacha.
Yeah, I mean, they've had like middle stats hit Arvidsson, backdoor twice for no goals. They had Zacha at the back door today, with a tap in, heals it, no goal. Like if they have better offensive talent, they're probably scoring some of those.
You absolutely are correct. Dark Davey says a number one goalie has to make one of those saves, should still be tied. Absolutely.
Yes.
Looks like the Nutty experience was over. I actually texted it to the guys. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
It might be getting to be time where maybe Zacha goes up and then he scores like a tying goal and winning goal.
A fucking diving fucking backhand.
Oh my god.
Sweet
And
asshole. And then a shootout. And then a snipe in the shootout to win it.
But I'll say this, regardless of that, I think we're on a little bit of borrowed time with it overall.
Yeah.
Like I think at some point it's going to get a little stale because he really doesn't produce a ton. Like he doesn't. So does he do a lot of good things? Yeah. Does he do a lot of good things? Sure. But and is he feisty and all that? Absolutely. But I don't think he's just not quite skilled enough in the 5-on-5 game to give Pastrnak what he needs, and that's going to be something that's a problem eventually. So we'll see. Pejman says over $11 million tied up in goaltending and still giving up 3.5 goals a game. Yep, this team is so far from being good. Odyssey's 2 of 3 goals on him. He looks dialed out on both, mixed with solid saves on Peeke. Not good overall, puppy-esque rather than dog. I'll tell you, I thought. I didn't know he'd respond the way he did because he did respond with some really big saves in the regulation and even into the overtime, like he did.
Sure. Yes.
So, and I was pleasantly surprised at that because typically it goes a little south, and I was waiting for him to give up, especially in that power play they had late. I was waiting for him to score there. Like I thought they were going to score.
I did too,
and I thought he was going to let one in. And but he didn't, and he responded. Was it great? No. There were a couple of saves that he absolutely has to make from distance. Absolutely has to make. One was low blocker, which he has a bitch of a time getting to. That's the book on him, but he did respond, so you got to give him credit for that. Pejman says so many bad contracts on the book. Swayman chief among them, along with Elias, Joker, Jano, McAvoy. I don't know how an elite GM would get out of this. Never mind our brain dead Sweens.
Love them.
Doc Davey, I guess we should have expected a stinker. They had been playing well, and they're still in it with how, and they have played. They're 8-7.
Yep.
But they have played more games than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They were dead last in the East winning percentage-wise going into this game. They were the only team 500. Everyone else was above 500.
The East is crazy right now.
The East is crazy. Now, again, how many teams make it 8?
Yeah.
I don't see them being the top 8 team. I don't.
No.
I just don't. So it's just not going to happen. But they're going to scratch and claw and keep themselves in it. I just hope on the trade deadline, they do a Patriots and they keep to the plan. And they say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to jettison people out of here, get more assets, and keep rebuilding this thing. I hope they don't get caught up in it. And Charlie Jacobs says, we can make the playoffs. It looks like in the standings. I haven't watched a game in 3 months, but it looks like the standings say we're in it. And then they go out and try to get a guy and try to stay with it. I think that would be a fail. So I just hope that they do similar to last year. Just throw the feelers out for a bunch of guys.
They should.
Now, that being said, the Zacha thing, there seemed to be a lot of talk about him in the trade rumor mill. And then they come out and say, basically, or people have said that they aren't interested in trading him. Do you think Pastrnak had something to do with that?
Trade value.
No, I don't. I'm with Connor. I think it's trade value. I think they're saying we're not going to trade him. We would love to keep him. He plays the type of game we like to play. He's a 200-foot player. His contract is great.
So they're going to get to the end of the line and then really wait it out too long and then not make the move. Is what you're saying. They're going to want too much at the end of the day.
I think they want a ton, and they should want a ton. They should want a ton. What do you got, Connor?
It's like when you used to go to one of your favorite aunts or uncle's house and they were picking you up and your parents are, kind of given some of the things that they can't do with you, right? One of the things is like, don't let them eat a bunch of junk food and candy and soda. And the aunt or the uncle looks at your parents and says, yeah, absolutely. Wink. Same thing right there. They're going to trade him. They're just trying to hype that value up a little bit, sweat it out, hope his production goes up, and get what you can.
I hope so. I mean, I hope they don't wait it out too long and then get caught with him in the final year of his deal next year.
I think they'll try to take it into the trade deadline so there's more of a bidding war and they can drive the price up.
And I think he could get something pretty good. I mean, if Coyle got what he got, then Zacha has more value than that.
Yeah, he should have more value than what Coyle had. Yeah. I mean, maybe,
she's talking about first, a really good prospect, and I mean,
it should be. And I feel like Mittelstadt, the way he's playing now, you might be able to even get something for him. So I don't know. Maybe they trade Mittelstadt instead of Zacha. I don't know.
Because they want to. I think they'd rather.
I mean, I do think they like Zacha's game better than Mittelstadt's game.
100%. Yeah.
So and Mittelstadt makes more money. So I feel like they would rather trade him. So if Mittelstadt keeps playing well, maybe they do that thing instead. But I think one of those two guys is gone by the deadline.
Yeah. Hopefully Elias contract will balance out with 3 years of Hagen's. Yoki, you can trade. Boy. Sway, you can also trade until the draft. You may lose those trades, but decisions need to be made, says Odysseys. I don't think they'll trade Swayman, but I am interested in that 1 year of no trade protection. There seems to be an out. And I wonder if that was put in for both parties. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if both parties decide, like, I may want to go and you may want to get rid of me, like, especially after that contentious negotiation and everything. I wonder if that played a part in it, because he was a part-time goalie, essentially, forever.
It could be that, and it could be the part-time goalie thing. It could be like, well, if it doesn't work out for you as a full-time goalie, we need to have an out if we're going to give you all this money to be, the number one guy.
Sure.
So,
true. Matthew Curtis says that Kuzi goal was fun as fuck. It was, and that was the best shift they had all night, that line. And it was a great shift, and it was perfect timing. Like that was when it was on the line. We have our number one center in Kuzi. LOL, says Joe Bandara.
You know who was out there? For that shift? It was Nutty, Minton, and Pasta.
Really?
Yep.
Minton. Interesting. Sway woke up last 10 minutes, says Dark Davy. He did. 3 up. Kuzi, says Pejman. 69 Odat. Apricots. Strong again. Who's with another game winner. Beaver Taps didn't hurt the team. Still not a playoff team, but these pricks are going to force me to love it.
I love that calling them apricots or beaver taps. It sounds like
it's amazing.
It sounds like it should be I don't know,
that's like a band in the 70s. Apricots and beaver taps. Yeah.
Well, there's a flag on the play with the nicknames. We're 50-50 here. Some people bought in on the apricots, and some people are still holding out on Nutty and calling them Kuzi. So
some people still call them Kuzi. Yeah. Nutty, good game, says the Nicholas. Cinder Blah. Pretty sick snipe in that winner. It was. Yeah. It was. Cinder. It was a snipe for sure. And it's a look, he came through in the clutch tonight.
He did. Sure did.
Andrew Peterkin team plays their sacks off for Sturm, knowing he'll bench or scratch their asses if they don't. Love the accountability. Say hi to Mrs. Peterkin for us.
Yes, sir. That's a big part for me. The accountability piece.
It is. Accountability is huge. Yes,
because that does change the way guys play. That if they want to actually play, they have to show up and actually try hard, or they will not get as many minutes as they would have. Makes all the difference in the world.
Accountability is so key, and it hasn't been here for a while, so that's good.
Not.
And it's good that Sturm's able to do it, and the players are responding at least for now.
For now.
Mm-hmm. Jim just raged. I know we all crap on Beecher here, but can we start him on the power play so we can maybe win a face-off? Then he can go right off back to his rightful position on the bench. Bricktop, fuck, that was intense from part way through the third all the way to the end. It was. Business picked up.
Yes.
After
the scrum. After we went scrumming with Zaddy Daddy, it picked up.
That was in the friggin' mush. Like that was just like a cross check in the throat. Like see ya.
Yeah.
Even the crowd was like,
I think so. He gave him a shove, like in the shoulders, upper chest area, and he snapped his head back. Yeah. And so he gave him another one for snapping his head back. Then he snapped his head back again. And then he was kind of down on his knees, and he held on to Zadorov's stick. He started to skate away, and he grabbed his stick, and that's what gave him the fucking.
And that's when Zaddy was like, "Okay, pal,
yeah,
you 18-year-old puke."
Yeah,
Sean Michael, this team a pleasure to watch, win or lose. Yeah, I mean it's getting to be that point, Sean. Like, I just want to go through the season where they're not very good.
Yeah,
trade a bunch of these guys, get some more assets. Bring in Hagens maybe at the end of the year or certainly in training camp. And then let's next year have a different kind of look and start to figure the thing out. But Jesus, they're going to make me fall in love with this fucking ragtag bunch.
Yeah. I wanted to be numb to it all, really.
I know. I did. I just wanted to take my just Vaseline me up and just let me take it for a year. Like I just
wanted my sips. I wanted just to be numb to it. Watch them lose 6-2, get a high draft pick, and then start fresh next year with Hagens. And
I'll tell you what, if they're just bad enough, if they're like 82 points and they just miss, but they are so far down, like they get like a mid first, and then Toronto is like 20-ish or whatever. Like Jesus, like trade the two of them and try to move up. Like for God's sakes, are they just good enough to screw that thing up again? Like,
that's what I'm not. I don't want that. I don't want to be middling. If you're going to be bad, be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Nicholas says Bruins have a never-ending fight in them this year. Good to see. They do, and we'll see how long it lasts. I mean, if you start to lose, it might change. But right now, they're seeing some results, so they're going to keep doing it, which is it is fun to watch at times, and it is the type of team that Bruins fans like. It reminds me of those like early 80s to mid 80s teams that weren't quite good enough, but then they'd fight and you'd have these games where it's just like a Donnybrook and but they weren't good enough and you knew they weren't good enough, but they were lovable. It brings me back to that time.
Yeah, entertaining as hell though.
It is. Do y'all think Lohrei stays out for the 5th game? Yes, Victoria.
Yes, we do.
He stays out until they lose, I think. Yes. Or if Yoki Haru or someone does something egregious or Apricots does something like egregious.
Yeah.
He almost did today. Apricots had a thing bang off his stick.
He threw like a backhand pass right into the slot tonight. That they almost scored on. And that could have been his that could have been some rotten fruit right there.
Yeah. This guy Bricktop says this is gonna start. I might have to peep that Bruins Ringside Live. You will not. You will do nothing of the sort. I had some technical audio issues.
It's not really a post-game live unless Matt is fucking around with his microphone and can't get it to work.
I was about to shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah.
Michigan Mike, who's in goal Thursday against Ottawa? I think it's Korpi.
Yeah, I think it's Korpi
against this old club.
Yes.
It's looking more and more like we may have some trade pieces that could net us a decent scoring winger and or a 1C, says Sean Michael. 1C might be a stretch.
Yeah.
But maybe a winger. They do need a winger like crazy.
Yeah, sure. They could use a winger. They could use a guy like Bo Horvat for sure.
Oh my! And I was thinking of that. Like if the Islanders start to tank a little,
like
Bo Horvat wouldn't be the worst guy to get.
No,
You know, he's a better
no,
version of Arvidsson. You know what
Sure.
I mean? He's
yeah,
that
he can
type of
actually
guy.
shoot the puck
He
with
can
some
actually shoot
steam
the
on it.
puck and has some conviction to his game. Yeah. Yeah. Has some rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Sean Michael says Lohrei is the only player on the team that has to pay for sex. I mean, those gingers, they got to pay for it. Lohrei is staring into the void, waiting for someone to say hi to him, says Victoria. Mr. Poe, Sway lets up a few soft goals here and there, but he makes up for it with big saves. Bruins says Mittens getting better on the dot.
Yeah,
he is.
I believe Fraser Minton was 7-5 tonight, I believe.
Nice.
Yep, 7-5. He was the best face-off man they had tonight.
Good. I think he has a little bit of that. He doesn't finish well, though. There's a little bit of that.
Yeah,
there, but doesn't finish at the end of the day.
He's got a little bit of Danny Paille hands in him.
He does. He had one today where he had one and shot it right in his chest.
Yep.
But he should have gone back, short side, back against the grain. I think that's a goal.
100%.
Right in his pecker. Yeah. And that was a save.
Yeah.
Looked like Sway was checked out until late in the third. Then he woke up, says Doc Davey. Sean Michael Swayman had some great saves tonight, but he can still go fuck himself. True. I mean, that's nicely said. I mean, that's exactly how I feel. Like when he does well, I'm like, okay, dude, great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we pay you for.
Right.
But I still don't like you.
I'm with you. Like that's the way it goes with Swayman, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's I think how a lot of people around here feel about him.
Sure.
Is like just make a fucking save, dude.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Just make a save.
Mr. Poe, I'm praying they don't place Lohrei ever again. Jim Just Rage, there's not an angrier Russian out there than Zadorov. I think he might be right.
I think
it's an angry lot, but I think he might be the angriest.
I think he is the angriest. And you know what, Jimmy? I love that about him.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I love that.
Zach Case, I remember Dave Semenko screaming at the Isles bench in the Stanley Cup rematch, saying that if they touched Gretzky, he would kill Bossy, and he wasn't joking. Don't touch our stars. I love it.
Yeah,
and Semenko is probably telling the truth.
Yeah, he was because he's
he is an absolute lunatic maniac.
Yeah.
Sean Michael Lohrei needs to be the assistant equipment manager. Jesus, Lohrei heat.
I think Matt Falconer would be angry about that.
Yeah, Lohrei heat today. Wow.
Yeah.
Matthew Curtis, you can't be a minus 43. That is a definition of not outscoring your mistakes. Well, yeah.
You are correct, Matthew Curtis.
Valid point. Okay, what is going on here? I am looking forward to the next time we lose a game so we can bitch and moan together, which is nearly as fun as when the Bruins win. Huh. You know what? There's some truth to the fact that if they lose, like I almost want them to lose in the last minute so we can all come on here and rage about the team.
Yeah.
But hey, I still want the Bruins to win. So it's like a little catch-22. It's a little
couple of saps over here,
really.
Yeah.
Mr. Poe, what do you guys make of the Bruins not having Geekie or Pasta take a shot for the shootout? Well, it went with Nutty because he was hot. He had the hot stick, just scored. Who went before?
First was Middlestat.
Oh, Middlestat. Yeah.
I thought Geekie didn't have a particularly good game.
No.
I didn't think he was particularly noticeable. And Pasta all night long was turning down shots.
He was.
So if he doesn't want to shoot, I think Sturm, maybe that's a message. Like, if you're not going to shoot, why would I put you in the shootout?
You in the shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he probably would have gone third, but whatever.
He definitely would have gone third.
Michigan Mike, they still have to improve their passing, especially on the power play.
Oh,
yes. How about the Arvidsson pass late in the game? Middlestat is going to walk in alone, and he passes it behind him, so Middlestat has to throw this backhand ridiculousness. Yeah, that's just terrible.
John Crowley on a 3-on-2 passes it directly into fucking Eyssimont skates.
Awful.
Just awful. I mean, and look, this team's scored more off the rush this year, which means their passing has been better than last year.
That's true.
And it's still not very good. So that tells you all you need to know about last year's team. That
100%.
Dog shit on a stick.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Worth the damn.
Oh my God. The passing is brutal. Second line has been carrying the team in the past couple of games, says Mr. Poe. Yeah. I mean, it's been good. In this 4-game winning streak, second line's been good. And that 4-game winning streak kind of lines up with Middlestat coming back.
Middlestat coming back, and Arvidsson 4 goals in 6 games.
4 goals in 6 games. Yeah. So
And Zacha scored tonight. So, that line's been pretty good. Pretty good.
Matthew Curtis, I think they'll get a king's ransom at the trade deadline for Zacha. I think we get an offer we can't refuse. Hope so.
I do hope.
Trying to think of the teams. Maybe Florida. I mean, I'd take like Samoskevich and in a first and whatever.
Samoskevich first and sure.
Something. Second the following year or something. I don't know. I take that. Keep Zacha, pump and dump the Midler and Arvidsson. If trading Zacha, wait until a week before the deadline, says Zach. And he likes Nutty because on nights like this, he can become the nutter and finish the game. Oh, that's beautiful.
Zach, you win. Yes, you win the comments tonight.
You win the comments. That's what we might have to change his name to Nutter when he gets the game winner.
Nutter when he scores. Nutter when he scores.
Oh, I love it. Aspirin and nuts.
He's nutter when he scores.
Aspirin and nutsack, says Bejuan. Oh gosh.
Sometimes you might need aspirin watching apricots play for sure.
Oh my god! Tonight he had a couple tonight. Oh, simple pass to him, and it explodes off his stick back toward the goaltender. Like simple pass.
I thought it was fucking Peeke, and I was like, catch a fucking pass. Peeke.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
And then you guys were like, I think it was 45, and I was like, well, it doesn't fucking matter. Still catch a fucking pass. Like somebody on the team catch a pass. I said later in the game, because they were in the 3-on-3 and they passed it like a stretch pass up to the offensive blue line to Zadorov, just explodes off his stick. I'm like, we're gonna lose this game because we can't catch a fucking pass. I mean, we didn't, but we should have.
A lot of the breakouts and stuff is like passes behind, and it leads to that choppy play and the dump ins because I couldn't catch it right. So now I got to fire it down the ice. In
my life sometimes watching these guys.
Matthew Curtis says, I really wanted that draft pick too. Was very ready for a horrible year. Yeah. I'm glad you Benders are saying it because if we middle it for 2 more years, Pasta is gone, Zach. And I think that's got to be a concern, and not now, but in a couple of years. It's got to be a concern if you can't get the thing righted. Then he and McAvoy could be like, you know what? I'd like to win a cup, and that's I wouldn't blame them. To be honest.
No, I think possible. Give them a couple of years of a rebuild or a retool, whatever you want to call it. But you start getting into 4 or 5 years with them finishing at the bottom of the league, he's not going to stand for that.
No. I'll tell you what, he might be plan B in all this. He might be the thing that gets you some of the things you need to actually finish the deal.
It might be.
He might be part of the plan B. He might.
Might be.
Don Sweens might have struck gold with Hoosty Man. 2 years on cheap money and an RFA after. Could be. I mean, I like him, but again, he teeters between I like him and he's a dime a dozen. He goes kind of back and forth with me. Like, is he irreplaceable and all that? Of course not. Right. But is he, is he pretty good to I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth on it. Like literally tonight, I was like, you got to send him back down the third line or something. And then he goes and he scores and he gets the shootout winner. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of him. And his history is he's played like 100 NHL games and he had 10 goals.
Look, last year he played 75 games between Boston and Minnesota and had 5 goals and 7 assists.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking Tim Schaller.
Yeah. This year he has in 10 games, he has 2 goals and 1 assist.
Yeah. I mean,
so he's Beecher-esque in the way that he produces offensively. He has the same speed. He has a better handle, obviously, than Beecher does. Doesn't have the size,
and
though.
He has better motor. Far better motor.
But the competitive part I like. But I think he's probably better suited for like a third or a fourth line role on a really good team.
So basically, what you're saying is if Beecher had his motor, Beecher would be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
if he had his kind of hockey
Yeah.
sense.
If you had half the heart of Rudiger, you could have been an All-American. Yeah, John
Right.
Beecher.
Right, Vince Vaughn.
If you weren't a fucking pussy,
Yeah.
you would have been an All-American.
Right.
Rudy.
Yeah. Koozie. Yeah.
Koozie. Yeah.
I'll tell you, the second best koozie in Boston sports history.
Yeah.
Matthew Curtis. Imagine if Schaefer buries that goal with a second and a half left. This post game would be a bit wild. It would have been.
Yeah.
We would have been all over Swayman. First of all, he would have gotten he would have gotten the fucking screws.
You would have been the downest of downs.
No doubt. And that Pat says, guys, I was joking. I don't want the Bruins to lose. I was just getting at how much I like coming to chill with you two after the games. You guys are a perfect duo to cover the Bruins. Appreciate it, Nat.
We do
appreciate your support always.
Yes.
And I hope you had a good time at that game you're at, that Thursday night game. That was they won, right?
They didn't they? 5-2? Something.
Yeah, it's not the Islanders game. I think it was, right?
And they went 5-2, and then
I think so.
5-2.
He went to the Sabres game.
The Sabres game. Okay.
Yeah, but that was 5-2 also, wasn't it?
That was
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Something like that.
4-2. 4-1.
They won. Yeah, they won.
4-3 in OT.
That's right, the OT.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah, they all run together.
Yeah,
with
that was
Marat Huznadinov scoring the OT winner.
The OT winner.
Yeah. Nutty.
Wow,
Nutty scores the big goals. The nutter.
He's the nutter. He's the nutter. He's the finisher. Yeah.
Finishing.
Yeah. A few years ago, Bruins lost 7 shootouts. Remember that when they were terrible in the shootout? Oh
yeah, they used to put the helmets on backwards. They were trying to do everything they could.
That was torture. They had rally caps for the shootout.
Oh my god, it was awful.
Yeah. All right, 3 up, 3 down. The up. I like Zadorov at 3 because he's not taking any shit. Was it a stupid penalty and all that? Probably. But sometimes a stupid penalty sends a message, and I like what he brings to the table. And I like that they're letting him do it. So
yeah,
and he's also playing pretty well. Like that McAvoy went as good tonight. There were a couple of times where they got hemmed in a little bit, but overall, I mean, he's been sort of the calming factor for McAvoy. And he's not all over the fucking place. And the call on him was egregious too, late in the game to set up that Schaefer situation at the end. Number 2, second line, I think has been real good. And they scored Arvidsson tonight, of course, and Zacha scored as well on a nice shot. Even though it was an open net, he kind of had to get it up and over and under the bar, and it was a good shot. And then number 1 is Nutty. Nutty's been, he had the game winner against Buffalo, and then he has the shootout winner, the game tire, and the shootout winner today. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do to bide some time. I don't know if it'll last. Him being up on the top line, probably not. I think eventually you're going to see Zacha there. And Huzi down with Arvidsson and Middlestat at some point. But we'll ride it right now.
Yeah. Nutty, the nutter.
The nutter.
All right, 3 down. Honorable mention, we'll give it to Sway, even though he made some big saves. As a number 1 goalie, making 8.25, as producer Connor Green likes to point out. Every single time Swayman gives up a soft goal. 2 softies tonight. So that's 16.5 mil he owes us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And number 3 was the 4th line between Beecher and Corrali, and the back checking, lack thereof.
Oh my God.
Not a fan.
And offensively, they do nothing.
Yeah, they do zero.
Like
zero.
Oh, it's bad.
Not even shots on net, really.
No.
Number 2, Geekie, kind of a disappearing act tonight, and then had the awful turnover for the second goal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Nutty getting his pocket picked in the D zone when they came in and scored the other night. So, and then number 1, Matthew Schaefer, for being a punk pussy and actually also being really, really good at hockey.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be a force.
Like really good.
Yeah.
He's going to be that guy you can't stand.
We talked about it. We talked about it before the draft. Like, if the Bruins had gotten the number 1 pick, what should they do? And everybody was saying that the Schaefer kid was like essentially going to be an all-star right away. And so
He's
far.
gonna win the Norris Trophy. He might win the Norris Trophy.
So I mean, so
Calder
far
and
it
Norris.
looks through. It
Yeah.
looks like he's going to be like an all-star type of player right away.
Right.
Misa's been, fine. But no one else really from that draft has done, other than Seneca, maybe in Anaheim. There really hasn't been much, many other guys from the draft really doing much. So
yeah, he was by far and away, and they were right. I mean, he's the guy to take. And he flipped over Hagens and other guys and Misa.
Yeah.
And he came out, and he's just really, really good. He's a guy you're going to love to hate, too, because he does have a punchable face. So that's the other.
Does. Still only 18. Do you know, they were talking about a little bit on X tonight. Do you know he was 12 years old when COVID happened? Can you believe that?
Isn't that amazing?
12 years old.
COVID, first of all, COVID feels like 25 years ago.
I know.
Like, doesn't it? It feels like, it just feels like it was so far ago.
12 years old. He was in fucking middle
school. Wow. Hey, Michigan Mike says sip tonight is Frey Ranch Uncut 125 proof. You get after it.
Michigan Mike. You got like a grain alcohol. You got like a still in your house.
Yeah.
Like pouring grain alcohol down your throat on a fucking Monday night.
Yeah,
good for you, man.
Blow the edge off.
Yeah, I got a Sam Oktoberfest.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yes, Connor.
You bring up the COVID thing. What's really funny and awkward, and if something bad happens, I'm totally the jinx. I was cleaning out one of the closets with all the sweatshirts and jackets in it for the upcoming winter, and I found a bag full of masks from COVID, and I was like, well, I guess I can throw these fucking things away.
Right.
Right in the trash.
Yeah.
That
was something.
Yeah.
And then Pejman says you guys mentioned it would take a couple of years, but I think if the team isn't considerably better next year, Pasta requests a trade. Next year would be year 3 in a row in his prime on a non-contender. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do, what they have for a plan. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. Look ahead. Okay, Ottawa Senators Thursday night at the Garden. Ottawa is actually doing okay without Brady Tkachuk. They beat that bag off you the last time in Ottawa, 7-1. What's your prediction for Ottawa?
Well, I've been predicting that the Bruins lose, and they've been winning, so I'm sticking with that because you don't fuck with a streak, folks.
No, you don't.
So I'm going to say 5-2 Ottawa.
Okay, 5-2 Ottawa. Okay, I'm going to go 3-2 Ottawa in a shootout. I think we flip it, and Ottawa wins this one, the shootout. Bruins lose a shootout Thursday. Get a point, which won't be nearly enough, but they lose in the shootout. Hey, get some merch, 20% off. Sorry, John. Tomorrow night, we are live, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
The episode will be live, so join us if you will. It'll be great to have everybody in the comment section. We'll give an overview of how the Bruins are doing. We got some chirps to talk about, and we'll do that. And then, of course, Thursday night, post game, and then Saturday post game as they take on who do they take on Saturday?
Is it? I don't know.
Is that a night game? I think it is tonight. Yeah, it's a night game.
It's the Leafs, yeah.
The Leafs. Yeah, they go Leafs. They go Leafs Saturday, then Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
Yes, home and home. So could be a little piss and vinegar in that little matchup.
Could be. William Nylander ready to stick it down your throat.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Bruins win it 4-3 in a shootout, 8-7 on the year. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the live episode. Until then, as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.